Good afternoon, and welcome back to The Siege and the MoleHill Podcast, episode 9. 9! Yes, that's the only time I can actually make that joke as a German and be like, 9! Right? I mean, I never really get the opportunity anyway, so why not run with it? And welcome in, folks. So this is a little bit different than to what we usually do, because normally this is where I would have like a live stream. Well, it is a live stream, but you know what I mean. I would normally have my normal live stream and then move over to this here. But we were switching it up. So we have basically the podcast before my normal live stream, and we have it on a Wednesday and not on a Tuesday. And as I said yesterday, I think I will go on with this. I think I will just have it on a Wednesday and I will have it before I actually stream. Because what I realize is the gaming industry on a Tuesday is really crazy sometimes. And they have like a lot of stuff happening in the evening. So I want to do it right now. You know, it's just a thing I want to do. And quick note here, I know this is more streaming related than podcast related. Dragodai, thank you so much for the sub. I really do appreciate that. And thank you so much for your continuous support, man. And I totally get it. Like, again, thank you. Thank you everyone who is subbing to the channel. Like, especially to the people who has been subbing here or who have been subbing on my Patreon. Like, thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate it, because every euro helps right now. As you know, I hate to bring like some real life stuff into this, but as you know, like the whole world is a little bit in a pinch right now, and man, energy prices just skyrocketed. And if you are somebody who basically needs electricity to work and is at home the whole time to do his work, then it's rough. It's rough. I will say that right out. Like, it's not a pretty time right now for a lot of people, me included. So for everyone who actually finds money to support me, seriously, thank you very much. It is very appreciated. Thank you. And especially the cool thing on YouTube is that YouTube has a better payout rate than any of the other streaming websites out there. Like, normally you are getting 50%, right? And YouTube is like, nah, we give you 70. Yeah, we give you 70%. And also much better condition for ads and whatnot. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But let's talk about today. So as always, we're talking about a few gaming news, then a few games I have actually played, and I really, really, really want to talk about the game I started yesterday, which could be very interesting. And then we have our main topic for today, which is Twitch Honey. We have to talk. I actually wanted to do this specific topic at some point. Not this early, though. Not this early. But because of circumstances and things happened yesterday, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's cover it. Facebook is giving you 100% revenue? Yes, because nobody streams on Facebook. No, seriously, Facebook has so many massive issues. And also, a lot of the things they are forgetting to tell their creators that a lot of the perks you are getting are for US people only. You know, that small little asterisk they're forgetting to tell you at some point. Yeah. How do I know that? Well, I'm European, and when Mixer was shutting down, I think I've told this story before. Facebook was actually, like, I was one of the top 1%er on Mixer when it shut down. And Facebook was offering me the bag, so to speak. Right? They were offering me the bag because I was one of the 1%er there and I had thousands of viewers. And, well, we were in negotiation till I was dropping the bomb on them that I'm not in the US and that I'm living in Europe. And the moment I said that, I kid you not, they cut all connections with me. They were like, yeah, that's bad. See you then, I guess. It's like, wait, what? We were in contract negotiations right here. Like, what? Yeah, sorry, don't talk to you anymore. Huh? It's crazy. Like, again, if you're European and you want to do something on Facebook for streaming, good luck. Like, you can do it, but you will get much worse conditions. And then again, it's Facebook. I'm done with Facebook. It's like just like, ugh. Like, let's just say I didn't move to YouTube because of the better payout, right? That was my point I wanted to make. I know that was a long-winded point I wanted to make. But yeah, we would talk about Twitch, YouTube, a little bit of Mixer, a little bit of Facebook when we are getting to our main topic for today. But before we do this, we have a few gaming news coming up, and then I want to talk about a few games here and there. And then we are going to our main topic, because that's what we are always doing here on the podcast. So first things first, as you know, I love me some dabbling in MMOs, and well, good old Cacao Games Europe has announced that Alien, I never knew how to pronounce it, which was once known as Ascent Infinite Realm, will be sunset in December. Yep. They will shut down the MMO in December, which is kind of crazy because the game came out, last year? I think it finally came out after it was anticipated quite a bit last year, and now it's dead. And if you're wondering, why is that so? Well, two reasons. The content which was available was kind of meh, and the biggest problem they had was it was a free-to-play game where pay-to-win was a thing, and you could literally use that power spike in PvP, which was one of the main things in this game. It's like, really, how stupid can you be? When you have a PvP game, which is mostly focusing on PvP, and you give the people the opportunity to buy power in your store. Especially not as a mobile game. Like, in mobile, it's more acceptable, unfortunately. Hello, Diablo Immortal. Even there, it becomes more and more scrutinized. Yeah. So, yay! It's not really too surprising. So, but yeah, that is going away, and it has changed quite a bit. Also, when I first announced it, this is by the same creators who also announced that they did sunset Terra, because it's by Bluehole, who's also doing PUBG, and yeah, they did sunset Terra. They do now sunset Alien, or Lion, or whatever you call it. Well, we will see what they are coming up with next time. Oh well. What else do we have? I don't think we have like another important news. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, we don't really have a gaming news. It's pretty it's pretty tame right now. The only thing we have, it's a bit of a news, which is kind of interesting. So Ubisoft released a trailer for, which is basically a compilation of their Assassin's Creed characters. And I mean all of them, but they were played by real actors, right? And they call it Leap into History. And it seems to be that they actually bring a lot of Assassin's Creed game to the event. Of course, it's Ubisoft. With that, all the informations have been basically leaked already. It also seems like that big content creators were allowed to watch the whole Assassin's Creed showcase already. So big content creators have already seen what is coming on Saturday, so that they can prepare accordingly. One of the things which annoys me a little bit is like, oh, cool, so the already big content creators are getting exclusive information which they can run with, and so have like a huge advantage, because time is important. Like the timing has to be right as a content creator. And I was like, cool, okay, so they got that information before everybody else did, and now they have, 4 days to prepare videos, probably already got a B-roll or something like that, and they will have, like, the moment the NDA drops, they can just drop the video and can have such a huge advantage on the YouTube algorithm is obscene. I was like, I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest. Like, oof. Well, or you just take the leaks, which are out there, and you just make videos on that, because apparently the whole thing got already leaked. And I would not look too much into the leaks, because I will be honest, I don't care too much for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed became very stale for me and very uninteresting, especially when they made the shift to RPGs. Like, that's not the Assassin's Creed I'm interested in. So, I will just wait for the Saturday reveal, which, by the way, we will watch here together on youtube.com/ChaosMoleFX. Whoever steal my ChaosMole name. Or just look me up for ChaosMole, and we will live stream that here on YouTube, of course. But that was all the news we have. And so I did play 2 games yesterday. 2 new games. Okay? I thought they were turning the next Assassin's Creed game back to a non-RPG type. Apparently they have like multiple Assassin's Creed games to announce. Like, so far there will be at least 3 Assassin's Creed games that will showcase, which is Assassin's Creed Overload? Okay. Man, they're milking that IP, don't they? But I did play 2 games yesterday. Unfortunately, the one game I'm not allowed to talk about. I can't. It's one of those hilarious games where they are telling you that you have to pretend that you are not playing this game. Right? I'm not even allowed to talk about what I'm playing right now. And you have to make it like you're not allowed to talk about it. It's a secret, right? But every time I boot up the game, everyone can see in Steam what am I playing right now. I was like, oh God, are you serious? Like, why are you doing this? It's hilarious. It's just hilarious. And again, pretty awkward, to an extent. But unfortunately, that game is unplayable for me right now because it runs at 10 FPS. Yep, it's running at 10 FPS, and with that, it is not playable. Absolutely not playable. I get it, it's still in alpha state. The game will not come out before next year, and I get it, you know? I totally get it. But as I said, with 10 FPS, I cannot give a feedback. Like, there is a difference between having some issues here and there and just it being not playable. Right. So there was the one game I played. Yep, that was the other game I played. And then I checked out another game because I got a key for it. I have completely forgotten that I requested a key for this game. So we have to play it at some point, or I have to make some content on YouTube or something. I hate to request keys and they're not running with it. You know, like, I know there are people who are requesting keys and then they never create content for it. And some are okay with it, but I hate to do that. So the other game I played, and if you are watching this on YouTube right now, you can actually see it. It's this. Yes, this is Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's the game. I started yesterday. And if you're like, okay, what is this game? This is literally, and not just a little bit, but this is literally Animal Crossing New Horizon as a Disney game. That's what this is. Like, you're meeting Disney characters, you're creating your own characters. There's Scrooge McDuck, who has like quests for you. There's Mickey Mouse, right? And if you're like, Mole, I don't have any sound right now on my YouTube. Yeah, because I haven't deactivated the copyrighted music, and I don't want to get into trouble because there's a lot of Disney music here. Like, seriously. A lot of Disney music. And yeah, I have the sound muted right now. But yeah, you were creating your own character. You were trying to remove like the vines here and make it less dark, grim, and spooky. I have to say, I love the darkiness, spookiness this is coming with, so I'm a little bit unfortunate that they are trying to remove this. The daytime is linked to your real time because you're online, right? And so everything is like linked to what's going on. They have also like special events coming up. It totally is New Horizon. Like it totally is, right? You have quests to do, and you have also like farming. You can check out, like, here you can see some farm stuff, and you can also change, of course, how your cottage looks like, and probably how the island will look like later on when you are completely done with it. You can also, what's really cool, what? I have been to my home, thanks for telling me. You can even design your own clothes. So what you can see here right now, this is actually something I have designed. It's super simple to do. It wasn't really like I didn't do much. But yeah, you can like create your own clothes. You can of course find them if you so desire. But let me see, how was this? There was a button for that. No. Damn it. They told me the F button. I was looking for the button. Unfortunately, they are only telling you once which button you have to click. And then I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, you can change your furniture completely if you so desire. And then you can, like, as I said, create your own wardrobe if you want to, right? Like, this is something I have created myself. I just made it black and put the sun on there. Praise the sun, But you can actually completely design like your own clothes. They're giving you like white stuff, and then you can paint it. You can put like your own pictures on it. Keep in mind, if you were starting to put something questionable there, they will ban your ass. But yeah, they give you like tons of things you can do, which is really, really neat. See, and then you can just add multiple layers, food, villainous, and you can all do that. Again, pretty cool. But it is Animal Crossing. It is a 100% copy of Animal Crossing in the Disney universe. This is created by Gameloft, which is kind of funny because Gameloft started out as mobile/browser game creator. And this game will also go free to play when it goes out of early access. Yes, this game is still in early access. And they already announced there will be no items which will give you any gameplay advantages. Like you will not be able to buy anything gameplay related. It will only be cosmetics, which would be really impressive for Gameloft. Because if you're looking at the titles Gameloft did in the past, you will realize very quickly, oh boy, they pay to win. They do love to sell you power. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that. But I played this for 1.5 hours. And, well, I completely forgot about it. That I played it for 1.5 hours. Believe it or not, I really enjoyed myself. So I will probably play it a little bit more. But so far, look, if you had remotely interest in Animal Crossing, right? And you're like, oh man, but it's a Switch exclusive. I want to play this on the PC. And you also want to get that Disney feeling, then this game is for you. Like, it's in early access, keep that in mind. I think it's $20 right now in early access. And again, you can wait till it leaves early access in a year and then goes free to play. But yeah, this is just the first area I have unlocked. As you can see, there are much more areas further down here. I just cannot go there yet because they're locked off, and I have to reach like a certain amount of points, which I only get by doing gameplay stuff. But then I could, like, as you can see here, unlock the beach and have my fun there, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I played that, and again, might show up on my stream because I requested the key and I didn't know that I got one. But they have the also, which you cannot hear right now, they have the original voice actors. So again, this is of course, official licensed product, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're getting the original voice actors, right? But those are the Disney/character voice actors Disney has right now. You just, again, cannot hear it because Disney music is playing. But yeah, they're talking to you, they're interacting with you, and it's cool. Like, again, if you like Disney, then and you like somewhat Animal Crossing, I could see that this game is up to your jam. If you couldn't care for Animal Crossing or Disney, then this game is not. Okay. Oh, and yes, you are creating your own character. Like, you can completely customize your character. what you want to do is up to you, and you can always change it at some point. So if you say like, no, I want to look a little bit different, you can totally do that. But yeah, that's what I have been playing yesterday a little bit. And again, I actually enjoyed myself. Kind of crazy. When you think about it. All right. But I think we have talked about everything I want to talk before we are jumping into the main topic for today. And I would say we are doing that. Right? Right. So our main topic for today in the MoleHill Podcast episode 9 is Twitch, honey. We have to talk. Yep. We have to talk. Because there have been some events yesterday happening on Twitch or regarding Twitch, which really made me move forward the whole idea that we have to talk about Twitch. Like, I really wanted to not talk about it too much. Like, when I moved to YouTube, my thought process was, I'm on YouTube, and that's what I'm focusing on, right? I don't really want to give Twitch like any more clout, so to speak. And well, here we are. Yep. Here we are, and we have to talk about Twitch. And if you are like, hey, what happened yesterday? What made you like making this video regarding Twitch? We will get to that. Yep. But for now, let's talk about Twitch. So as you know, Twitch is the streaming platform right now. They are the biggest one. They have the most viewers, the most streamers. It's kind of crazy what Twitch became in just a decade. Right. And Twitch is in a very unique position to be basically the leader of an industry. But the problem is that the more you're looking back at Twitch, the more you're asking yourself, did they deserve it, besides of being first? And what have they been doing as of late for, well, the streamers, the viewers? And the more you're looking back at that and the more you think about it, it's like, what have they done? Really? And I know what you might think right now if you have found this video on YouTube. What makes you able to talk about Twitch? Huh? You random YouTuber with a small piss channel? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my story. I started streaming and content creation about 6 years ago. I started out on Mixer, and I became quickly one of the biggest variety channels on the platform. And yes, we had more than 5 viewers. We had actually hundreds and sometimes thousands of viewers watching, depending on what I was playing. I was really doing well on Mixer, and it became a full-time job. And yeah, it enabled me to pay all my bills and live a pretty decent life. Like, I'm not hiding that fact. And then we all know that Mixer unfortunately ended, and I moved to Twitch. I became a Twitch partner there. Yes, you can go to twitch.tv/ChaosMole, and you will see that I'm partnered. I have a check mark right there. But I became a Twitch partner, but I realized I just don't want to be here. I just don't want to be on Twitch. And why that is, we will talk about in a second. Then I moved to Trovo for 1.5 years. And the problem with Trovo was it's a good platform. I really, really enjoy what they are doing with the platform. It felt very much like Mixer. But unfortunately, they are going into a direction I cannot follow. They are focusing on mobile gaming, and they are focusing on non-English speakers, which, well, is a problem for me, because I want to create my content in English, even though English is not my first language. But after 1.5 years, I just had to cut it and be like, yeah, I'm out. And now I'm completely integrated into YouTube, and I'm just doing my YouTube thing. Doing my live streams here, doing my videos here, doing my podcast here. Like, I'm just doing everything about YouTube, which also has to do with YouTube finally getting their act together. Like, YouTube is finally waking up and is like, oh my god, we missed out on a lot of things in the last few years, and they're finally changing stuff. But this is not a talk about YouTube. This is a talk about Twitch. And people might say, Mole, you are hating Twitch. It's like, no, I'm not hating Twitch. Twitch is a platform like everyone else's. I am hating what Twitch became. That's what I hate. I hate what it became. It became the platform who doesn't want to innovate anymore, who doesn't know what it wants to be, and just struggles with everything which doesn't make them money. And for me, unfortunately, there's just I can't. I just can't with that anymore. And so Twitch really started out as this live streaming platform for streaming games, right? That's what they started out as. And you could still say that is their main selling point. Like, you're going to twitch.tv, as I'm doing right now, and you would see that, oh yeah, they are mostly streaming gaming. But it seems like this is only on the surface at this point. Like, seriously, at this point, it feels like Twitch has been moving away from being a gaming platform only. And I sometimes have the feeling that Twitch became more and more, or is trying to become more and more, a cable TV station. Which is the weirdest thing. Like, no matter if you were asking, like, Generation X, millennials, Gen Z, everyone is like hating on TV stations. It's like, nah, I'm not watching TV. Nah, I'm not watching TV. Nah, I don't want to watch TV. And Twitch is like, yo, let's become a TV station. It's like, what? Why? Like, Twitch has been investing heavily in bringing events, musicians, and all that to the platforms. Like, especially not just esport events, but I mean events in general. By the way, you can now watch the NFL. Yeah, that NFL, the National Football League. You can watch that on Twitch. Not all the games, but some of the games you can watch on Twitch. Like, Twitch is becoming more than just a gaming platform. And it sometimes has the feeling that a lot of the features they're implementing is not for the streamers, like the normal streamers anymore, but it is for companies, and it is for Twitch to make more money. And I get it. Twitch has to make money. The times where Twitch couldn't make money, which they didn't do in the last few years, is over. Amazon wants to see results. Because even a big company like Amazon wants to see results of their platforms. And if their platform was not bringing in the results, well, they're getting terminated. It's as simple as that. But the sheer volume of monetization on Twitch, and the sheer volume of ads and features which are just designed to siphon more money out of the people, it's becoming a little bit annoying at that point. Like, it's clear that you're not going to Twitch anymore necessarily to support the streamer but you're basically there to support Twitch, to support Amazon. And sure, you could argue, well, Mo, that was always the case. Yeah, but they were better at hiding it. And as I asked earlier, what was the last feature Twitch implemented which was good for the community and which was good for the streamers? And I can't really remember one. Like the last one was probably the feature that you can stream with multiple people together, which they did copy from Mixer. Like most of the innovations and most of the features Twitch has today came about when Mixer was still alive. The moment Mixer died, Twitch was like, oh, well, that was like the biggest competition we feared. That one is now out. Okay, whatever. And they did go back to complacency. Now, finally, YouTube is waking up. And let's talk a little bit about a few things which happened yesterday. So the first thing which happened yesterday was well, not really an announcement. Twitch didn't announce it, but just happened that the Twitch streamer who got caught having sex live on stream was unbanned. Yep. If you missed it, there was basically a small channel with a, like, not even a partner channel, just a small channel was streaming, and she was basically doing just chatting, and she was talking to people, but she had sex with, I assume, her boyfriend. That's at least what you could see in the short clip people were sharing. And yeah, she was getting it, so to speak, in the moment when she was streaming. And I still don't know if they did it on purpose or if this really was an oversight by the two, but most of the stuff you could only see in reflections in the window behind her. Right? She had the camera in the angle that you could see the reflections in the window. And again, also her face she was doing at the time, it was, yeah. She got banned for 7 days. 7 days. Now she's back. She has more followers than ever. She has hundreds of viewers now watching her. And she got basically rewarded for breaking TOS on Twitch. Which, all things considered, is a no-go. Like, I know that people talked about this for a while, that basically being a complete dick and disregard the rules on Twitch is benefiting you more than following the rules on Twitch, which is a real problem Twitch has. Like, it is a real problem. So that happened yesterday, and you would say, well, that's just drama, man. Yeah, in a week people will have forgotten about it. Sure, it's just drama. But then the next news was that Leslie, who was a pretty big Twitch streamer, is now permanently moving to YouTube. Yep. She is one of the people who became pretty big thanks to Among Us, and she is basically part of the group of like a certain group of Twitch streamers who really managed to become big thanks to Among Us and some of the other stuff they did. And I think she is also, like, the whole group is like, they're all Asian streamers. Or not Asian streamers, they're Americans, but they're Asian, right? And I think now every one of them is on YouTube. Like, there is a group dynamic there. I admit I do not fully understand because I didn't look too much deep into it. But I think they also have, like, the same management and whatnot. There's an interesting group dynamic with those people. But however, she got bought by YouTube. And she is now a full-time content creator on YouTube. And that in itself is a pretty big problem for Twitch. Like, as we have discussed this before, Twitch is a top-heavy platform. That means 95% of Twitch income is coming through the 1%, or even less than 1%, 0.5, 0.1% streamer, or something crazy like that. Like, most of their money is coming from those. And whenever one of those top 1% streamers is deciding to move permanently to YouTube, Twitch is losing out a crazy amount of money. Like, it's not just YouTube securing themselves some good streamers. It is Twitch who is also losing a big moneymaker. And for quite some time, Twitch didn't care for that. Twitch didn't give a damn about that, because they were like, yeah, so they're leaving, somebody else will fill the void, we get another 1%er, like one of those poor subs will be allowed to raise in the ranks and take their place. Like, why should we care about this? Like, whatever. Thing is, that worked when YouTube didn't purchase that many streamers. It worked when they only had 2 or 3 of them. But now we are slowly getting to what? 10? 12? I have to look up the list. It added quite a bit. And again, those are the top 1%ers or top 0.5. And even small numbers can do quite some damage to Twitch. So Twitch has to be a little bit careful. And then, if you think that was the last news Twitch had yesterday, well, then you were wrong. There is another news. And then Twitch announced, and I kid you not, that they are removing hosting from the platform. Wait, no, they're replacing it, right? They're bringing in a new system, right? Oh, no. No, not at all. No, it will be gone in October. Hosting and all the hosting features will be gone. You cannot host anyone anymore. It's gone. And this is the official announcement, and you just have to read this. So let me quote them. We introduced host mode in 2014 to make it easy for streamers to give their viewers to other viewers to other stream to watch when they went offline. Since its launch, we have learned that streamers want to share their viewers with other streamers to help them grow, and have introduced features that help you do that. They have not. Hosting is still the biggest way to do it. Like, they don't even know their own platform. But it gets worse. It gets worse. We made this decision to deprecate this feature because the experience it delivers to viewers doesn't match their expectations when they come to Twitch. Viewers want to interact with a streamer when they are live, and host mode blocks this from happening. Preventing viewers from interacting with the streamers they are watching also limits a streamer's growth potential because they are not able to build a meaningful connection with those new viewers. What? Are you drunk? Like, I have never heard something so stupid and ill-informed. Like, if this would have been a random guy on Twitter putting out this hot take, people would just laugh at that person and move on. No, this is the official announcement of the platform owner of Twitch. It's like, what? So you were telling me that when I'm hosting someone, viewers cannot watch me live because I am not live. It's like, yeah, that's why I'm hosting somebody else, so that my viewers who are still lurking in my channel sometimes can maybe meet some new awesome streamers on the platform. It's like, can you imagine that? Preventing viewers from interacting with the streamers they are watching. What? I'm not live. Also limits the streamer growth potential. Well, then make it so. Like, this is something I still haven't understood, that Twitch has never managed to basically implement a two-chat system. The chat in the channel and the chat of the hosted channel you're going to. What Mixer did, right? Whenever you hosted someone, basically their chat would merge into the other, and there would still be a tab you could go to. Well, they added that, but still, there would be a tab you could go to for the old channel, right? And it's like, okay, so you could just implemented that. But it's just unbelievable. Also, you were saying because you added some new features, you don't need the old ones? What? Why? They're working. And this is getting better. This is getting better. You know what they are telling you to do instead? And I said it as a joke before I read this. Like, I just read the headline, right? And I made the joke, oh yeah, they will probably suggest that we are using our bot shoutout and shout out people through our bot so the people know where to go. And they are freaking suggesting that. They are literally suggesting to just give the person a shout out. It's like, oh my god. How can you be so dense, man? Send your viewers to their channel at the end of the stream. Cool. And suggest their channel to viewers when you are offline. So I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Like, some people just, also they are suggesting to raid somebody. And the thing is, some people just don't want to raid. Just why? So you are forcing them into do the raid that you are taking your viewers with you. By the way, you are still not hosting them. You are literally like moving them over to the next page. I assume this is for advertisement or whatever. But it is, I know this is like a small, silly thing to some of the bullshit Twitch has been pulling for the last few years. But it really showcases that Twitch doesn't really know anymore what they are doing. Like, I literally have reached a point where I don't know that Twitch knows what they are doing. Because I slowly get the feeling they do not. And they're just making some wild changes sometimes, and they don't even know why they did it, besides of, hey, we made a change. It's so weird to me. Like, but instead of complaining the whole time, let me give you some advice. If you are a relatively small content creator and you have not already started to grow like a serious business, and I really mean serious business on Twitch, please leave the platform. Leave Twitch. I know That's where all your friends are. Twitch is the hot shit. Everyone talks about it. It's Twitch. Twitch is the number one. You want to be on the number one platform. I get it. But do yourself a favor. Move. Look, I have been on Trovo for 1.5 years. It didn't go anywhere because, again, they're focusing on platforms and user groups I'm not a part of, right? It's not even that they're wrong with what they're doing. It's just I'm not a part of it, right? But they are growing fast. So if you were somewhat into mobile gaming and you speak any other language besides of English, you should check it out. Seriously. But no, the reality is I have been there for 1.5 years and it didn't go anywhere for me. But I had still the support of companies. They were still supporting me. They were still giving me the things I need most of the time. Yeah, there were some moments where companies were like, Trovo? What the shit? But please talk to us again if you are on a real platform. Thanks. Right, like you have some of those ignorant people sometimes. But all things concerned, companies stuck with me. My core community stuck with me. Thanks, folks. Do appreciate that. And, like, you don't have to go to Trovo, but at least YouTube. Which is kind of weird because I hear this a lot from Twitch streamers who also want to grow. If they want to grow their Twitch channel, they have to do it somewhere else anyways. Like, they literally have to go to TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat, depending on whatever you like to do, right? To grow their audience for Twitch. And I said this before, this is not a good sign. This is a terrible red flag. When you have to go to another platform to grow another platform. I'm on YouTube and I'm focusing on YouTube. I'm not going to TikTok because I'm horrible at it and it's not mine. Sorry, no TikTok. I can also use YouTube Shorts if I want to. But I can do my videos. I can do my live streams here. I can do some shorts. And I can actually... I have a shot of being seen on YouTube. I got multiple shots already. Like I had 2 years ago, I had Evil Genius 2, which was a huge growing potential. Or not 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago actually. Huge growing potential for the channel. It did help to get a lot of new people in here, a lot of new subscribers, a lot of views, tens of thousands of views on a small channel which didn't even have 1,000 subscribers at the point. Now this year, I had a second game with Lost Ark, where I grew my channel quite a bit, and I had videos with tens of thousands and actually pretty close to 100,000 of viewers on the videos. Thanks to the algorithm. Yeah, I'm not saying you will most definitely get your shot, but you have a chance of. And there are some other games I'm planning for doing more videos and video series for, and I'm hoping that then the algorithm is rewarding that. And funny enough, I can already see a few games where that is happening. So, what holds you back from streaming on YouTube? Is my biggest question here. Besides of, it's YouTube and not Twitch. That's not the reasoning. That's just PR gibberish. Right? Like, I'm on Twitch because it's Twitch. Oh, good. You're nobody on Twitch, but you don't go to YouTube because it's YouTube? That doesn't make sense. Of course, if you have like some valid reasons why you not go to YouTube, it's the same thing a little bit. I have valid reasons not to be on Twitch, or why I have valid reasons to not be on Facebook. Like, if you really hate a platform, then you are not going there, right? And I would never like ask anything like that. But you don't have to go to YouTube. Like, look around which platform which could suit your needs. Especially for new content creators, because Twitch, like streamers, is in a completely different phase of building their business right now than a new content creator needs. The needs of a new content creator or a relatively small content creator is completely different from what an already established channel is looking for. And the same thing is Twitch going through right now. They established, they're the number one by a wide margin, and they're the leaders of this business for now. So they are looking for completely different things than you do. And again, if you're a content creator, do yourself a favor and look for something else. There are alternatives out there. But in the end, I think rather sooner than later, we will see tons of people jumping ship. Like, it's already beginning with YouTube buying more and more content creators. Even though if you're not a part of that streamers community, a lot of people just get reminded, oh shit, yeah, maybe I should think about this. Right? So I think sooner or later there will be a mass exodus from Twitch. And for Twitch, this would be great, because small streamers just cost them money. They don't make the money. But don't think about Twitch. You're not Twitch. You're not working for that company. If you're a content creator, you have to look out for yourself. And again, if you're not already widely established on Twitch, I don't really see a reason why you are still there. Besides of, it's Twitch. And again, that's not a reason. But with that said, we are at the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching, wherever, or listening, wherever you did. Keep in mind, I will upload this ad-free on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/ChaosMole, if you want to subscribe to that and get the ad-free version there. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed what you listened to, what you watched, I would appreciate if you leave a like underneath the video, and might consider to subscribe to the channel, because we are also streaming here from Monday to Friday, starting at 8 a.m. ET, which is 2 p.m. UK time, and 1 p.m. UK time, and 2 p.m. Central European time. Man, I'm still switching up the old start time we had. Will take a while, and we are doing that. For all the people who are watching my regular streams, keep in mind, I will go offline now, and then I will be back in 5 minutes with the new stream. So make sure you're checking ChaosMole or youtube.com/ChaosMoleFX/live, or you just stick in my channel, or you are looking out for my Twitter or my YouTube, and I will post the next link right there. So again, thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week with a new MoleHill Podcast episode. And for all the people who are watching me regularly, I will be back in 5 minutes. With that said, have a good one, folks. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Ka-ching!